describe empowerment self-defense as a set of tools, wide-ranging set of tools that are designed to address a wide-ranging types of violence that can be fairly easily learned by a very broad group of people. It really got up and running in the early 1970s in a number of cities across the United States and in Europe. And it was part of the activism, the wave of activism that was going on, trying to address issues of gender-based violence, sexual assault, domestic violence, and trying to create new strategies for confronting those forms of violence. Prior to this time, the standard advice that women were given from the various male experts that gave it was basically passive, suggestions to be passive, that if you fight back, you'll just make it worse, you'll make him angry. That was more what the police would say, always try to have male support, male escorts, this and that. Advice that tended to make women's lives feel very small. And of course, they also were incorrect because we came to learn women are at far more danger to experience violence from men that they know rather than from strangers. So that needed to be addressed. On the other hand, some advice was being given by male martial arts experts who offered to teach women if only they would sign on for 4 years and stay and get a black belt. And that obviously was not practical either for the vast majority of women. We knew intuitively that what we were teaching was more effective than the old strategies, but we had very little evidence to back it up, very little rigorously peer-reviewed kind of evidence. Women's stories backed it up. That's one reason why empowerment self-defense relies so heavily on storytelling, meaning my personal experience, sharing it in the classroom. That's the evidence that we had. But now there have been several peer-reviewed, rigorous studies that have looked at a variety of empowerment self-defense courses, not even that all teach the exact same curriculum, but that follow these core principles that characterize empowerment self-defense, and they found that they are indeed effective in reducing the likelihood of college women experiencing sexual assault. Empowerment self-defense, whether it's taught here in Chicago or somewhere in New York or somewhere even across Europe, that women who say they teach, people who say they teach empowerment self-defense would include at least these 3 core principles. 1, I am worth defending. It's very important to start there because so many women put others' needs first. So emphasizing over and over that I am worth it. It's going to take effort to keep myself safe, but I'm worth it. That's a core principle.
Powerful.
Yeah. Secondly, that I can defend myself. I have the capacity to do it, whether it is making smart choices to leave a relationship that's not healthy, or use my voice, or fight back with my body if I have to, that I can do it. I don't, whether I'm old or young or big or small or whoever I am, I can use my wits and my skills to get out of bad situations. That's the second one. And lastly, it's very important for us to all teach over and over and over again that it's not your fault if you experience violence. The responsibility for violence always rests with the person who does it, who acts violently. We have a choice of how we respond. And so it's important because so many women have been shamed or have been told that it was their fault because they were in the wrong place at the wrong time, or they had too much to drink, or they made a bad choice about dating or taking someone as a partner. So that's a core principle. It's not your fault.